Hey there, DA Sonic fan here. Just wanted to quickly gather my thoughts on the recent Sonic Colors Ultimate and its pre-release. I might be rambling a little bit because that's just how it is, ADHD kicking in and all that stuff. First and foremost, this is not the second coming of Sonic 06, or Rise of Lyric for that matter. Both of those were completely different situations as they were standalone titles, right? I don't remember if Rise of Lyric was the first Sonic game on Wii U. At least in Sonic 06's case, it was to usher in, a new game for the console era. And it also, Sonic Colors Ultimate is not a game that is like vastly different from the previous titles. It's a port. It already existed. And it was taking from previous titles like Sonic Unleashed and even further back, Sonic Rush. So the franchise is fine, right? It's just a port. It's not like the Sonic the Hedgehog 1 port to the Nintendo DS, or was it Game Boy? I think it was DS. That didn't kill anything, right? Neither did the port of Sonic Generations to 3DS do anything either, even though it came out like simultaneously, I believe. But that didn't do anything, right? People say that's bad, and franchise is fine. I mean, it did come out with like another game that was good. Or Sonic Lost World. People preferred the 3DS version to the Wii U version, right? And I mean, even I did. There was a lot of stuff with Sonic Lost World that had problems, in my opinion, or at least with the motion controls, because I had a hard time with, I think it was a Hawk Wisp or whatever, but that's besides the point. The series is fine. It's not its own standalone title. It's not releasing exclusively for like whatever console era, and it's not doing something completely different. So, series is fine. The next thing is the glitches that I've been seeing coming around. The biggest thing that people are not seeing about the glitches is that this is a pre-release. Now, it kind of sucks because if they were going to do this, it should have been, like play these few stages before the game comes out, like maybe a month or two beforehand. Then people could get worried, but people could still have hope. This is still a pre-release, so it's bound to be coming with glitches. For me, when I think of pre-release or early access, that's the better word to use for this, or term's the better thing. I think of Final Fantasy XIV. All the early access phases that I've been a part of for that game. If anyone is familiar with the Wall of Raban, those are some those are some funny times. If the game is releasing earlier than expected, expect some stuff to happen, right? That's going to be fixed with the day one patch. The game is officially, advertised to release on September 7th. We haven't gotten there yet. And also, I don't even know about the glitches anymore, but it's like some of them, yeah, they look believable. Some of them I will have to believe because there are official sources that I go to for news and other things like that have been reporting the glitches, but they either never got to them, right? Or when they did get to them, it was after a long time and they were more minor compared to these crazy game-breaking, console-busting glitches that everyone is reporting. And on top of that, some of the glitches are being reported to be fake, right? I myself haven't even played the game yet because I haven't had the chance. Recently, actually still recovering from a fever, sort of. My head kind of hurts. Anyways, that's besides the point. I'm not going to be playing it since, even though I pre-ordered it, especially for the early access, because of the timing and stuff that happened, I'm not going to be able to play it until it officially releases. So I'm going to be a little bit biased in what I go through, right? Hopefully. I really do hope I don't come across any glitches, but I also had the same experience with Sonic 06 myself. Everybody was complaining about the glitches. I actually never went through any of them. I did go through them later on in the years, but that's when I became aware of them, right? I think I really didn't realize them, like I think the power-up thing was a glitch, right? Or Sonic's meter, something like that, or maybe that just wasn't implemented. That's something for another day. You can't take everything at face value until you play it and until the game releases. Now, the final thing that I want to go over is like the situation between Sega and Blind Squirrel Games. There has been no like official thing, like we haven't seen anybody from Blind Squirrel Games so far talk about like horrendous schedules, and Blind Squirrel Games has like this whole, make work fun kind of work. They always want to make sure that nobody's overworked. They work like they have a thing that's like a 10 to 5 schedule or something like that from what I've seen online, and they have done pretty good work. I mean, it could also be that Sega kind of rushed them, especially because most of the time whenever like a mainline Sonic title comes out that I've seen, they usually come out around like October, November, or sometime around the holiday season. Even though we're getting closer to that, this is a little bit early, I guess. right? Most of the Sonic games that I remember came out in November, right? I think only one of them. I was looking back at like the titles. I forget which one came out in October. I think it was it Heroes? I don't remember, but at least all the recent ones came out around November, December, right? Unless I think about like Sonic All-Stars Racing. I think that one came out in like February, but that was a spin-off title, so I'm talking about mainline games. This video is getting a little long, isn't it? Definitely need to be critical of both Blind Squirrel Games and Sega because if the game needed more time for development, Sega should have given it, and if Blind Squirrel Games needed more time for developing the game itself, they should have asked for it, and vice versa, blah blah blah. And as I've said before, this game isn't some, new console era title to usher Sonic in, and it's not some new standalone anniversary title, right? Yeah, sure, it's supposed to be hyping up for the anniversary, but it's not the anniversary title itself. That's what the game for whatever is coming out next year is supposed to be. So definitely should have given it the time. There was no rush for it. We are still going through a pandemic. And even in the interview that Blind Squirrel Games did for the Sonic Stadium that I covered in a recent video, you guys should check it out, they did state that there was some difficulty in the development time due to the pandemic itself. There's even stuff going around like assets for doing real-time cutscenes for the game, right? Like the animations for the pre-rendered cutscenes in Sonic Colors in the original game, possibly have Sonic go through those cutscenes but with all the new cosmetics. That would have been great. That would have been amazing to have in this new remaster of a game, to even advertise even further how much of this isn't just a port like they were saying in that exact interview, right? And even some other stuff like even a possible Metal Sonic cosmetic, although I don't know what's going on with that. This could be stuff that they might be adding in the future. I don't know about the cutscene things, but there's even stuff that I've seen that they don't have in the game right now, like ghost trials and leaderboards, which is mentioned in the Xbox and Microsoft Store listing, right? So that's kind of crazy that we don't have that in the game. Now, this could all be something that they're going to add later once the full game comes out. Some of the good things that come out of this, though, is Sonic Colors being more widely available to the public, since it is a game that was locked behind 2 generations old hardware, right? I know you could emulate this, but that's just not an option for some people. I know for myself, I'd probably blow up my PC right then and there on the spot. And since it's releasing on all platforms, including PC, everybody gets a slice of the pie. Especially on PC, the modders are going to have a blast with it. Look at what they've done with Sonic Generations. It makes me look forward to the future, like other games. Where's my Sonic Unleashed Ultimate, please? And then there's stuff like the customization. Cosmetic options are always a great idea, in my opinion. And I hope that they add this in future Sonic games to come. Who knows, maybe Sega learns from this and adds this in the next upcoming mainline Sonic title. It also seems like Blind Squirrel Games won't be just simply abandoning the game, looking at what I saw in a recent Sonic the Hedgehog live stream, where it was mentioned that Blind Squirrel Games would be continuing to work on Sonic Colors Ultimate for the future. So that includes stuff like patches and even possibly DLC. So where's my Metal Sonic cosmetic? I could at least trust this, hopefully, because while doing my research for Blind Squirrel Games, I did see that there was similar problems to another game that was ported to the Switch, WWE 2K18, where fans were also complaining about some of the stuff that had been going on with that game. Blind Squirrel Games made a statement on how they're aware of all the feedback that they were receiving, and we're going to be working on patches to fix the game in the future. Now, I don't know whether or not they actually did implement this, so that's an oversight on my part, and I apologize for that, but at least with this, I can somewhat trust that they will be working on it, right? Either way, I'm still going to enjoy Sonic Colors Ultimate, just like I did Sonic Colors originally, what was it, 11 years now? 11 years ago now? I don't remember. It should be 11. It came out in 2010, right? I believe it came out in 2010. I remember playing it when I was in high school. So, yeah, Sonic is going to be fine. The Sonic franchise is going to be fine. And hopefully, Sonic Colors Ultimate is going to be fine. So that is pretty much it for now. If you're interested in more stuff for me and the rest of Sonic Colors, why don't you check out the channel maybe, or even my Twitch streams. I don't really have an exact schedule, but probably around the 7th I'm going to be playing Sonic Colors and other games as well. But today, yeah, that's pretty much it for now. If you like this video, leave a like and a comment, and with that, peace out. Now, even with everything I've already said, definitely have to state that can't give neither Blind Squirrel Games the slap on the wrist